Good morning, students. Very good morning to one and all. I welcome all of you to this online lecture session 2020, grade 5 English. So, today we are starting with block number 14, learning plan number 1. So, this is similes and metaphors. Once you complete this particular session, you will be able to describe people and things using similes and metaphors. Resources required for the same are activity number S1, exit content book, notebook, and the keywords are similes and metaphors. So which similes and metaphors can you use to describe and compare the positive things that you admire about any two of your classmates? He is tall or he is as tall as giraffe. What are similes and metaphors? Okay. Authors describe their setting and characters by comparing them with other things. And let me tell you, we have completed these similes and metaphors. We have taken practice also. So it is not like this is something new for us. Okay, we have already gone through this topic. They use similes and metaphors to compare two different things that share a trait. To describe someone's face, you could use the simile. Her cheeks are as red as cherries. You can also use a metaphor. Her cheeks are cherries. Okay. So here they have given us one example. Her cheeks are as red as cherries. So comparison in between the color of cheeks and the cherries. Okay, they are bright, they are red. Okay, so here simile is there. As we know that whenever there is as and like, we can easily understand there is a simile. When there is as we know this as, or sometimes it is as and like. Okay, when like is there, at that time we have to understand there is a simile. You can also use a metaphor. Okay, metaphor can be also used. As you can see here, her cheeks are cherries. Okay, but they have not used any these words, no as or no like. So this is simply a comparison, which is hidden comparison or indirect comparison, and here in this case there is a direct comparison. Okay, so this one is simile, and in case of this metaphor there is indirect comparison. Okay, so the comparison is indirect, it is not direct. Okay, indirect comparison is there. Are you getting? Indirect comparison is there. How can you describe a dark room using a simile or metaphor? Simply they have given here one example. You can write your own examples also. The room was as dark as a moonless night. Okay, just imagine there is no moon. There is no moon in the sky. There is no moon. Okay, moon is not there. So like a moonless night, the room is. So there is no light at all. Okay, so moon is not there in the sky. Okay, it's a night time, so moon is not there in the sky. Okay, that's why it is completely dark. So just imagine the room was as dark. Imagine there is no moon outside, and because of that there is no light, and hence it is completely dark. So like that, the room was also dark. It's because of absence of light. Okay, so like that you can describe a dark room using simile or metaphor. Okay, so Here we have used simile. Okay, at home just write one example or similar example of metaphor also. You will come to know the difference. What were the similes and metaphors that worked? What were some that didn't work? What can be the reason for only some of them working? A simile or metaphor fails to work when the comparison does not make sense. In some cases, simile has such examples where comparison doesn't work, so we can't change them into simile or metaphor. For example, if you want to highlight kindness in someone and you say she's a baby, okay, but how you are going to metaphor in it? This metaphor will not work because babies are better known for their innocence than kindness. Okay, you want to highlight kindness. Baby is not meant for kindness, or babies are not known for kindness. Okay, they are known for their innocence. So here the metaphor will not work. Correct? How did you choose which object the person or thing would be best compared with? When forming similes and metaphors, ask yourself questions like, what trait is this person or thing best known for? Which other thing is a good example of this trait? Okay, is this thing a being good example of this trait, a fact, or just my opinion? Okay, so here what question they have given? How did you choose which object the person or thing would be best compared with? So that question you need to ask to yourself. Whenever you are forming similes and metaphors, you need to ask these questions to yourself. Okay, the first question is, what trait is this person or thing best known for? For what particular thing this person is known for? Which other thing is good example of this trait? Which is the other good example of this particular trait? Now trait means what? It's a particular habit or characteristic of that person, okay, which is known as a trait. Is this thing being a good example of this trait, a fact, or just my opinion? Okay, and whatever you are thinking about that person, is this a good trait, good habit or not, or is just your own opinion? That you need to decide or think. So these three questions you ask to yourself while choosing whether to use simile or metaphor. Okay, can you describe the love and the mother panther shows to her cub using a simile or metaphor? Okay, you have to describe the love the mother panther shows to her cub. We can use a simile like, her love was warm like the winter sun. Her love was warm like the winter sun. Okay, means she was very kind towards her cub. Okay, she really loves her cub a lot. Okay, it's like the warmth of winter sun. Since feelings do not have physical details, they are best described by comparing them to an object. Okay, the physical feelings, they don't have any physical details. Okay, hence we have compared with an object. That object is here sun. Okay, we have compared with an object. What is that object? That object is nothing but a sun. Okay, that object is sun. With sun's warmth we have compared the love of the mother panther. Understood? Very good. Now simple homework you have to complete is, you have to complete S1 from your workbook. From in notebook you have to write, describe Vidur and the tea estate using similes and metaphors. Okay, write a short passage in which you have to mention about Vidur and the tea estate by using similes and metaphors. Okay, do all these things and send it to me today itself before 5 p.m. So thank you so much. Thanks a lot for watching this video so carefully and patiently. Thank you.